2005, there was a shutdown, and the DFL won the next election. 2011, there was a shutdown, and the DFL won the next election. And I don't know what's going to happen after this year, but if you want to bank on a special session and a shutdown over $150 million, I think that's a great gift to our side. I just don't understand why you would do it. I mean, I stop and think about the 4-year-olds themselves. I don't know why you're trying to sacrifice yourself to save Minnesota from the 4-year-olds. I don't know what they do that is so dangerous. I mean, I've had 3 4-year-olds. They get really dirty from playing. Their hands get dirty. They have very inquisitive minds and ask a lot of questions. They ask really direct questions. They offer a lot of honest opinions about things. They lack a lot of personal responsibility, I will grant you that. 4-year-olds can be very evasive when it comes to things like cooking themselves meals and going out and getting jobs and supporting themselves. They're pretty skittish about that stuff. They're pretty lousy at pulling themselves up by their own bootstraps in general. In fact, sometimes they even lose the boots altogether. So 4-year-olds are sort of, I mean, I get that 4-year-olds are not the kind of thing that Republicans generally go for. They do a lot of stuff that's sort of messy, and it's sort of honest, and it's sort of uncomfortable sometimes. And so I get that, but I don't see why there's such a danger to the whole state that you would sacrifice yourselves and your political majority here in order to save the state from them. But there's also a few other things about 4-year-olds, and Representative Murphy talked about this. And these 4-year-olds have a lot of similarities to 0 to 3-year-olds as well. They're terrible lobbyists. I mean, they're often very cute, but they're not very good at sitting at a conference committee until 3 in the morning, or to sit up in the gallery of the House until, whenever we get done. They're not very good lobbyists. They certainly would not provide the gavel-to-gavel coverage that some do upstairs. They're very bad organizers. You've never seen 4-year-olds organize a day at the Hill, right? They wouldn't even know how to get here. 4-year-olds I don't know. None of us know where the Jobs Coalition gets its money, but I'm going to guess that they don't have a lot of 4-year-old donations to the Jobs Coalition. They don't own any oil companies. They don't have a nice big corporate office suite out in Wayzata with big investments in the Bakken oil field. They don't own a lot of commercial industrial property. Not even little Johnny, I think, is up in the skyscraper business. And finally, most 4-year-olds don't leave $5 million estates if they were to have an untimely death. So they don't really have the kind of characteristics that seem to be the priorities of your budget and your education bill that you're passing. So for all of those reasons, I am just still perplexed.